All right, just about set to go. And on the hill, Aaron Savali. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Check swing called strike. And a count 1-1. The other way. And he takes it himself for the out. Trey Turner now.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
One down, base is empty. He caught it behind his back to first, and that's a great play for the out. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. In there at the knees for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Back here in Milwaukee, and on the mound today, Michael Lorenzen. What do you got on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Horner. The throw to first, and a quick out, number 1. Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Swings through that one for strike 1. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
Up the middle, Bichette on the run, throw to first.
He's in there.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
William Contreras in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Inside, just missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this
Bichette, the throw to second, and that's 2. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Savali back to work.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
And that one is lifted in the air. Frelick after it. Makes the grab, 1 down. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Savali, a 6'2 righty, 215 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. There's a strike. Second inning here, no score. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Nelson Velasquez in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there. So here's Horner now. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Loves it on the dive. Gets up, throws to first in time. He stole a hit. Back here at American Family Field. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now it'll be Christian Yelich. First pitch, and he just misses. Late on that fastball.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Rojas coming on. Puts it away for the out. 1 down. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Hoskins pushes it foul. Swing and a miss as he was late.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 1 down, base is empty. Pitch misses. Ball 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful. This is Bryce Terang. Just off the outside edge. 1-0. 2 outs, base is empty. Fastball for a strike at 95. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd. Scoreless game. So up now for Kansas City, Dairon Blanco. That's in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Fastball for a strike. That one drifts inside. Next offering is down low.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Hoskins hauls it in, and there's 1 away. And to the plate for Kansas City, Johan Rojas. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. Swing and a ground ball. Boots it. Still fires to first.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Jonathan Indy at the plate. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Rojas stands at first with 1 out. That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1. That's a ball.
Oh, that's
Tried to
just
attack
out.
with the sweeper. Right through there for a strike.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
This one looks like trouble. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. Not in time. He scores. And it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Turner in the box now. No balls and a strike. One out and a runner at second here in the third and final game of the series. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Long gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 3-0. Base is empty, one away. And here's the first baseman, Wilson Contreras. He was late there, strike one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
All one.
And there's the strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the third baseman, Joseph Ortiz.
That ball's foul.
And that's in the dirt.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that one upstairs. And there's one down. Up now for Milwaukee, Blake Perkins. And a foul ball. Inside, just missed. Line drive. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Round second, digging for third. The relay, not in time. He's safe. Oliver Dunn up now for the Brewers. And that's
Inside,
off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Foul ball there.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
The 1-1. Fastball for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball. 2-2 the count.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch swinging.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Base hit and a run comes in.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2 the count.
That one just misses.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. On to the 4th. So up now for Kansas City, Bo Bichette. That one called a strike. 0-1.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser.
Oh, diving stop. Over to first. And they get the out. Now the left fielder, Nelson Velasquez. And that's way high. Ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. And there's the strike. In there at the knees, and the count 1-2. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
I got 3-2.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. That one is hammered right field. Back there. And out of here. So he goes the opposite way with that one. And they boost their lead. It's 4-1. Corner in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Fires in time.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Blanco in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Got him swinging. And we're back, ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras. Ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Velasquez on the run towards the line and makes the grab. And there's one down. Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. Contreras over to Bichette, and their second double play of the day will end the fourth. Back here in Milwaukee, ready now for the fifth inning, and to the plate for Kansas City, Johan Rojas. Savali back to work. Not close with that one, and it's 1-0. Rojas goes 5 feet 11 inches, 24 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And that's through there for a strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that skips into third.
Strike.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So now back to the top of the order.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through.
Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Tobias Myers.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
India up for the third time here, watches that one miss.
Well, these Royals really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
That misses the zone. 3-0.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Full count.
Ground ball left side, could be two. And he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over, and no shot to get him at first. There's two aboard. An uncharacteristic mistake from a really good defensive player. First and second, no outs. Trey Turner getting ready to hit. That one is upstairs.
Ball two.
In the dirt, blocked. There's a strike, and a count 2-1. And that's too high. First and second, no outs, and we're at the top of the fifth. And now the count is full, and another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. Another homer, his second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 7-1. Here comes Wilson Contreras. Fastball for a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Hoskins moves under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Salvi steps into the box now. 0 for 2 in this one. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. So he blasts one out the other way. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 8-1. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. 1 for 2. And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Slice down the right side. Lifted in the air, right center field. Perkins on his way over. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
0-1.
Velasquez at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. And a big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Whips it to first. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. Back here at American Family Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, Bryce Terang. There's a strike.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
And they'll do it again. Foul ball, still 0-2. Got him looking as the fastball runs back over the inside corner. Here's the third baseman, Joseph Ortiz. Flying to left his first time. And there's a strike. The Brewers with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
And that one is inside.
Nope, that's foul.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Center fielder, number 16.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Blake Perkins. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. That one well upstairs. And that's ball 1. That's inside.
Ball 2.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
2-1.
Here's the tag, and he's out. And Milwaukee is set down in order. And welcome back to the ballpark. Nico Horner will come up to hit. And that drops in for a strike. Next offering upstairs. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down. And next up for the Royals, Dairon Blanco. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1.
Ripped to right, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Swing and a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The pitch. That's a base hit as a run scores.
That's 3 singles in a row. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field. Well done, drives in the run. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work in this.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone. He sends it out of here. It's 13-1. So 1 out, nobody on. Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. Now a screamer into the outfield. Chourio makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah.
Rip back to the mound, and that got him. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the out. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singy, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels, and I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player...
And it gets by him.
There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
And the batter now, Jackson Chourio. Makes the grab, 1 away. Sal Frelick digs in now. That one fouled off.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Dunn leads off first with 1 away.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Double play ball to second. There's one.
He's out.
Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. And now it's William Contreras.
The catcher, William Contreras.
And that one is off the wall. Coming home. The relay to the plate. He's in there.
Waste no time there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
And now it's Christian Yelich. Fouled off to the right. Runner at second, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Good job to fight that one off. India. That is the inning. Lorenzen with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
And the final 13-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. First and second, 2 outs. Here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe.
That hit him. Take your base.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
This one in the air, center field. Brings it in, out number 2. And fouled off. Well, first and second, 2 outs. So in now for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here comes Trout flying around third. He scores, and they have the lead. It's an RBI single. Valdez back to work. And that one ripped into right. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. First and second, no outs. Riley Green up now for the Tigers. Fought off foul. Grounder might be 2. Fired to second. Throw to first, but he beat it. First and second, no outs. Riley Green up now for the Tigers. Burke back to work. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Throw is high and over his head. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Oh, that's inside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's one away. And it's fouled away.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
And that misses. And the count is 1-1. That one missing inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And the sweeper is in for a strike. That one 95 to grounded to third, could be 2. To second, that's out. 1. On to Vaughn. 2. back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Ground ball right side, could be two. To second, there's one. Over to first, safe. Hit in the air, left field. Taylor makes the catch, and there's one gone. Burke back to work. That misses. 1-0. Hard hit right side. He'll do it himself. One away, bottom of the seat. First and second, no outs. Here's Riley Green. Burke back to work. On the corner for a strike. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out. Here's Riley Green. Burke back to work. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. They won't test it here. Bases loaded. No outs.
He was all over that one. Just a solid.
In the air, out towards left center. Robert makes the catch. Runner tags at second. He thought about third, but won't take the chance and heads back. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a foul out of play. Two outs. Foul ball, still 0-2. And he grounds one to the right side. Baldwin to first. Inning over. In the air, left field, down the line, and it's foul. Two on, two outs. That one ripped. That's back there. It's out of here. Touches down in the front row of the bushes. Home run. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Giolito back to work. Hit in the air, right field. Abreu. Now there's one away. And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Bases loaded, nobody out. Swing and a grounder, foul first base side. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Going to count 1-2.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you got to make some pitching.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Squeezes it. Runner tagging from third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. On the board first, it's 1-0. So bases all loaded up. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And that is out of play.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. And a swing and a miss. Bases loaded, nobody out. Jazz Chisholm Jr. the next to hit. Giolito back to work.
Inside, ball one.
Goldie on third. Cabrera over at second. Judge on at first with nobody out. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you got to make some pitches. But if he
on the ground to first, could be two. Over to Story for one. They get the out, but the run scores on the Twin killing. So bases all loaded up. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
Counts 1-0.
Bases juiced, no outs. High in the air, out to right. Abreu under it. Drops into the glove. Runners tagging from second and third. In comes the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Yankees. Bases loaded, nobody out. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And that one in the air center field. Makes the grab. Here comes the runner from third. The run comes across and the Yankees score first. It's 1-0. So bases all loaded up. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Giolito back to work. Late swing, foul to the left.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you got to make some pitches.
That's towards center. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. The relay to the plate, and he's in there as a run scores on the play. Bases loaded, nobody out. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Popped up left side, and the infield fly rule called. And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Drops into the glove. Runners tag up from second and third. Play at the plate, not in time. He's safe, and it's 1-0. So bases all loaded up. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Giolito back to work. That's hard hit in the line. And it stays fair. One runs in. Now a second crosses the plate. It's 2-zip. A two-run double. Bases loaded, nobody out. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now at the plate. And that one fouled off.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
And fouled off. Goldie at third. Cabrera at second. Judge at first with no outs. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Now this is in the air down the line. Squeezes it. Runners tagging from second and third. And he's in there as he tests the arm in left. One away on the flyout. So bases all loaded up. Chisholm getting ready to hit. Giolito back to work. Fought off foul.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs one hitter at a time.
0-2.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. And ring him up, says Pat. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Way high. That one hammered, but pulled foul. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Close one. Doesn't get the call. 2-1.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Hit in the air out to center field. Rafaela makes the grab. Runner tags from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. On the board first, it's 1-0. Bases loaded, nobody out. Jazz Chisholm Jr. digs in now. Out to center. Rafaela in position. Drops into the glove. Runner tagging from third. He'll score on the sac fly, and it's 1-0.